The lonely life of a professional YouTuber. What? Eh? I've got loads of mates, man. Come on, Alan.
People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end. People, let me tell you about my best friend. He's a one-boy cuddly toy, my up, my down, my pride and joy. People, let me tell you about him. He's so much fun. Whether we're talking man to man or whether we're talking son to son, 'cause he's my best friend.
That's you? Right, okay, now you might be wondering what all this is about. But just quickly, before we get into that, right, if you're new around here and you fancy it, feel free to subscribe with notifications on. Also, if you want to pick the merch up, you can do so at WillNE.co.uk, because again, we've got some new designs. You can now cop WillNE Has No Mates merch. And it's limited edition, right? You can only get it for the next 48 hours in homage to this article. So, yeah, go to the link down below and you can go pick that up. Why am I not joking? Okay, so a little bit of context here, right? The other week, I got an opportunity to do an article with Vice. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna look so cool. Never mind. So I can't lie, right? That morning I was sat there in a right little huff and I was like, well, I'm not sharing it. Like, I then showed it to Stephen, who suggested a different title. Thanks for that, Stephen. And since then, right, I've been getting tweets like, oh, Will, this is heartbreaking. I'm fine, man. But anyway, it's a good laugh, so we'll go through it. Anyway, the guy who wrote this is a guy called Joe Sada, right? And he was so sound in this article, when you actually get past the headline, is really well written and there's nothing in there that isn't true, right? So we're gonna go through it, and what I want to say just before we started, there will be a link to it in the description, so make sure you go check it out and support his work, because he was a really nice bloke. So I got a text off my manager being like, oh, Will, they've titled it The Lonely Life. I think you might have shared too much. Aye? Well, no shit, John. Okay, anyway, you might have 1 million subscribers online, but the trade-off is spending most of your time alone in front of a computer, as WillNE knows all too well. I can't argue with that. 2 years ago, WillNE quit his holiday job at a dinosaur-themed crazy golf course in his seaside hometown of Whitley Bay. At the time, his boss called him a lazy twat. That's actually a true story. Like, I was just strolling through the streets of Tynemouth one day, and the bloke just pulls up in his car, right? I'm like with my family. He's just like, oh, you lazy twat. All right, mate, nice to see you. Watch the roads. Now, Will sits in his bedroom 6 days a week, staring at his computer and looking at his phone. Oh, he probably had a point, didn't he? If you're having a really upbeat Friday, read this piece. For a minimum of 8 different reasons, it will depress the living fuck out of you. Oh, pack it in, man. But when he turns on the camera at the corner of his desk, over 1 million people tune in. Well, I mean, only if we're talking about Logan Paul. Now, I've got to say, right, I love this term professional YouTuber. Like, it's much nicer than wanker with a camera. It's 11:25 AM and I'm in Canary Wharf, the dark heart of London's turbo regeneration. Wait, Harry Joe, it's not fucking Gotham. WillNE comes wandering out the lift. You all right, mate? He says with a cheery Geordie accent and a massive grin. And no, don't worry, I double checked. It doesn't say chin. At 21 years old, he is a self-made entrepreneur. Okay, now at this point, I'm like, he's not trying to shaft me here. Like, let's be honest, right? Joe could have easily written, he's a fully grown 21-year-old bloke that sells a picture of his dog on a hoodie. But he didn't. Will's entire career hangs on the balance of one tweet. And it wasn't even his. Right, now, this is absolutely true, right? There's a guy called Black Panther, and he's like a racing YouTuber. And back in, like, the depths of 2016, he tweeted out a video of road rage. Like, you know, that one. And that's how I found the whole BG Media thing. Like, can you imagine if I hadn't gone on Twitter then? Actually, I would have just been on it 2 months later, wouldn't I? He survived his first year at uni on around £10 a week, using £600 of his student loan to buy a Nikon camera, £400 for other equipment, and £25 on a large photo canvas of Alan Shearer. Best 25 quid of me life, this. Thanks to his obsession with YouTube, Will was shrewd about how he wrote titles for his videos. World's cringiest kids make grime, that's the one. And what tags he put on them. Whoever was managing Blackpool Grime Media was not. Like, Jack Wilkinson never put a single tag on a BG Media video, right? So whenever you search for it, when it was like blowing up, me and George would pop up first. Okay, now this is my favorite paragraph. Little T saw one of Will's videos and replied by threatening to stab his nan. So Will made a video about that. Well, you know. Another Blackpool MC called Afghan Dan made a diss track that heavily referenced Will's YouTube channel, so Will made a video about that too. But what else was I gonna do? There was a response to this on Twitter, right? So this woman here, called Julia Skull Emoji Alexander, she reckons that this shows the current sad state of YouTube culture perfectly. So just to get this straight, right? Julia here reckons that this video, talking about YouTubers, shows that YouTube's in a sad state. Julia works for Polygon and her job is to talk about YouTubers, right? Okay, and then anyways, moving on. So as I said earlier in the video, right, nothing in this article isn't true. So it follows up talking about like me trying to hit 1 million subscribers, and it says he spent every waking hour trying to make it happen, working 16-hour days in a state of miserable obsession. And it's not particularly untrue. Like, to be fair to them, right, I did fully like drill myself into the ground between like October and December last year trying to hit that goal. I was obsessed, like genuinely obsessed. Like, if you think about it, I went from being able to put out a video like once a week or sometimes like every 10 days or something to going to one every other day. And I like to try and think that the quality didn't drop at all, or if it did, just a little bit. But what's funny about this part in particular, right, is that Social Blade tweeted being like, oh, Vice profiled the British creator WillNE in a great piece about some of the less talked about facets of being a YouTuber. You lot are the problem! He then goes on to talk about the night that I hit 1 million subscribers. It quotes a tweet and then it's like, oh, how the feeling disappeared really quickly and like me getting back to work, right? Like, I remember the night I actually hit it, right? I uploaded this video and it did shit. And that, like, I don't know how to word it, but it like flips the switch in my mood. So I was sat there like coming up to achieving the biggest thing I'd ever done, like genuinely about to be living my dream, and I'm sat there seriously upset that a 6-minute video about a bloke in a wig didn't get as many views in the first hour as it usually gets. Like, how fucking stupid is that? His flatmate is away a lot, and the most face-to-face contact he has during the week is with the woman who works in the coffee shop downstairs. Ah, she's me best mate. Right, anyway, so Joe, mate, you're a really talented bloke, and it was a pleasure spending the day with you. Genuinely, thank you so much for that article, but Vice, fuck a lot of yous. I'm genuinely living my dream like I wouldn't want anything else. And just because I'm passionate about something so much that I'm willing to put like every last ounce of effort that I possibly can into it, isn't a reason for you to be like, oh, look at him, he's sad. Cheers.